Hello, Audra here with Wasson Nursery to help you with watering guidelines for your newly planted plants, such as trees, perennials, and shrubs, as well as your existing plants to help create your better backyard. Watering your newly planted plants is vital for your plant's health, as they are not established to pick up the groundwater on their own, so they are relying on your help to help feed them and water them. As the plants become established, the roots are better capable of accessing groundwater. Different plants have different lengths of time to become established. For trees, it is generally in that 3 to 5 year mark, although you can reduce down water frequency after that first season. After this time period, if we are in an extended hot drought, it is still a good idea to provide extra water to help reduce down the stress of your tree. Shrubs most of the time average 2 to 3 seasons for establishment, and perennials can often be 1 season, although they will benefit in times of drought for an extra dose of water. While we can't always predict Mother Nature's amount of rain she's going to give us, plants will typically need about an inch of water spread throughout the week. For watering plants, there are several different tools and options available to you. One of the best options is a hose, often with a watering wand attached. But you'll also have this diffuser at the end that helps break up the pressure. This really helps get that slow, gentle soaking. If you don't have a watering wand, you are welcome to use more of a hose end spray nozzle like this one. Oftentimes they come in different settings, including one that will even say soaker on it. You can even just use the end of the hose on very low pressure, placed at the base of your plant, whether it's a tree, shrub, or perennial, to allow it to gently soak in. You have the option to use a watering can or even a bucket carrying water out there. When doing such, you want to make sure you have a nice end that will diffuse it and gently and slowly pour the water on, and do not dump it all at once. Another option to help water multiple, say, shrubs or perennials at a time is to use a soaker hose. Soaker hoses generally will either have holes along the hose, or they'll just be where it comes out throughout at a slow trickle. They're also going to have an end cap to stop it from coming out the other end of the hose. Sprinklers are also another means of watering plants, such as this tripod one. These are not always recommended due to the fact that they will get the foliage wet, and that could cause problems to arise, such as scorching of the leaves by the sun as they reflect the water, or even help promote disease problems, which is not something recommended. Best times to water are typically in the morning before the sun gets too hot, usually by 10 to stop watering, or in the evenings, typically that 5 to 8 range. Most of the time, plants indicate needing water by having droopy leaves. They're also at times maybe going brown and crispy on the edges. While we frequently see more problems associated to lack of water, it is still possible to overwater your plant. So it's always a good idea to just check that soil, typically sticking your finger down a couple inches below the mulch to see how wet it is. If it is moist or slightly damp to the touch, go ahead and give it a drink of water, but if it is really wet and muddy, you can hold off on watering for that day. Generally, trees will need 5 to 15 minutes depending upon the size to start with. Shrubs typically 5, maybe 10 minutes, and most perennials in that 1 to 3 minute range. In recent years, our weather has proven to be hotter and drier in the falls. With this, it is important to continue watering, especially trees and shrubs, in October and November. It might not be every week, could be a couple times a month, just to give them enough water to make it through the winter time. Thank you for choosing Wasson Nursery and helping build your better backyard. We hope that this video helps to answer questions and give guidance for watering your new plants, as well as some of your existing plants. Until next time, this is Audra.